All right, our last type of problem are what we call railroad track problems, and while they're not necessarily triangle problems, hopefully you can see that they technically could be. If I kept this as a base of a triangle, and I just kept extending this and extending it, and I'm just exaggerating so it fits in the screen, and taking this and extending it up, but exaggerating, it would eventually form a triangle, and I'd have these parallel lines inside of it. It might be easier to see here, where if I took this side length and kept extending it, this side length and kept extending it, here's my base, I actually have 1, 2, 3 triangles in here. So it is a corollary of our triangle problems. Now, we don't need to draw all that in, we don't need to see that. What we need to know is, I can set up proportions. Because these lines are parallel, they cut these transversals proportionally. And that means that I can set up this side length in a numerator over this side length in a denominator. My 8 corresponds to 6 because they're in between parallel tracks. And similarly, 12 is going to correspond in between its parallel track to 2x plus 3. You cannot go 8 to 6 and then switch directions. You always have to start at the same transversal to the second transversal. Now I can cross multiply and solve. Do not forget to distribute. That's 2 times 2x plus 3 equals 72. When you distribute, and I'm not going to go through the rest of this solving, I expect you guys to be able to do that algebraically. 16x plus 24 is when you distribute and you solve, we get x equals 3. The only difference here is that I told you this whole side here is 64. If this part is 36 from here to here, it's just a segment addition problem. 64 minus the 36 gets you your 28. You can set up your ratios now. And it doesn't matter if I start with 35 over 28 or I do 28 over 35. What matters is if I did 28 over 35, my other ratio has to be 36 over 3x plus 6. Go ahead, press pause, and try this problem number 6 and number 7. We'll come back and check our answers. So with my ratio of 28 over 35 equals 36 over 3x plus 6, cross multiply, we get to here, solve the rest of the way, and x is 13. In number 7, again, it starts as an angle or a segment addition problem. This whole length is 28, part of it's 16, 28 minus 16 is 12. Go ahead and solve the rest. 12 over y plus 3 equals 16 over 2y. I started here and went across. And when we solve, we get y equals 6. From here, we have 2 review days before our quiz. On the next review day, you're going to have some more videos that you can watch, and you're going to have some both of the videos for the notes, and you're also going to have the extra resource videos on Canvas. I highly recommend you watch those as well to get yourself prepared for that second quiz in this chapter.